Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Where are your fingers? Alright. Well, I gotta start. Sometimes you just gotta start with a nice Vsauce meme. But, I'm here with UPL Week 9, I'm pretty sure. Season 1 of up against Mellow the Greatest, aka, Immortal. He had like 5 different names and now he's Pete Slice, so, yeah. However, I'm going to go over to the team that I bring, and I have Beddington, the Safety Goggles, Infiltrator, Brave Reducing Roost, Defog, Max HP, Enough Speed, Outspeed, Anything Speed, Creeping, Lyasis Speed, and the rest in defense just because it's like my defensive pivot and the things like him on top and stuff. Next up, we got Choice Banded Omen, the Destroyer of Lives. U-turn, Zen Headbutt, V-Create, Bolt Strike, Max Attack, Enough Speed, Outspeed, Meloetta, and then just split defenses. Next up, we got Young Jeff, Choice Scarf Jeffrey. What? Choice Scarf Jeffrey. With enough speed to do something. The speed was the outspeed someone on his team, I don't know, but Volt Switch, Overheat, Him Power Ice, Thunderbolt, and Lightning Rod to take Thunderbolts from Tapu Koko, hopefully. Next up, we got Yoko Litner, the leftovers, counter Blissey with, a standard set, max HP, max defense with Bold Nature, to help hopefully counter Araquanid with the Reflect Up from Chris, Moonblast, Wish, Protect, Reflect. And yeah, just this thing is also very good. Next up, the last Pokemon on this team I just couldn't think of, and I consulted a Verg about. Shout out to Verg, he's the boy. But I consulted him about, and he was like, yo, bring Aggron. I was like, huh, okay. So I'm running actually max special defense, max HP, and almost max HP. I always run odd numbers, and then 8 attack just because I didn't really want anywhere else with Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, T-Wave. Also, I have T-Wave on this. T-Wave is the greatest move in the game. It got nerfed, but still the greatest move in the game. So yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, when I see this team, the first thing I see, I'm like, okay, no Mega Venusaur. How? No, I'm not asking questions. No Mandibuzz. What? How does he not have men, but that thing walls like my entire, that walls 75% of my drop. What? Okay, let's calm down, I thought about it in my head. I was like, alright, if he doesn't have Mandibuzz, I'm gonna lead off with victini. I was thinking about this before the match. I'm like, if he doesn't have Mandibuzz, I'm gonna lead off with victini and try and get a kill. So I lead off with Victini as he leads off. Hold up, let me turn to normal. He leads off with his bug, and I lead off with Victini, and I'm like, okay. I don't care if he can switch into Hitmonchan. I don't care. I am clicking Wild Charge. If he switches, that's chip. That's some nice chip damage, and he doesn't know who I am. So I'm just gonna Bolt Strike, not Wild Charge. I'm gonna Bolt Strike and Oko the freaking Araqualord. Let's go. No switch-ins. Let's go. And then he brings out Cupcakes, and I'm like, okay. He may go for the electric type attack because, he's behind. He might need to make some safe plays. So I'm going to go out to Jeffrey. And even if he goes for the Gleam or something else, I can live it because Jeffrey is the man. So I'm going to go out to it, as he does, in fact, end up going for the Dazzling Gleam. And that does a nice percentage of HP. But you know what? I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, geez. I think I messed up the screen. Did I? Maybe I'll hold up. There we go. That did nothing. Alright. Sorry. But, right here, I go for Volt Switch on his Cupcakes because I was like, okay, I don't want to go for Overeat because it won't kill, and I just want to get some nice chip damage off. And now that I see that Dazzling Gleam, I could tell that's like max special attack, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out to the Blissey. And I do, as he's just going to go ahead and fire off another Dazzling Gleam, and right here, I'm like, okay, if he stays in, I don't think he has Wild Charge. But I calc it, and he's not a freaking item, and if he was a magnet, that could have been bad, but I don't think he has Wild Charge, so I'm like, okay, if he doesn't have Wild Charge, there's no way he's staying in, so I'm going to go for Thunder Wave and try and catch something. As he does in fact switch, he doesn't Volt Switch, so I'm like, he could be like locked in, but goes out of Hot Topic, and I freaking hit the Thunder Wave. I hit the Thunder Wave, let's go. And now I'm going to switch out to Omen because I know Earthquake won't kill me. And he sets up an SD, I'm like, oh geez, I'm going to have to Zen Headbutt this thing. As I do, and he has a Sash, I'm like, oh no, we get the flinch. What? We get the That is so oh my gosh, that is huge. Oh jeez, I hope I'm not wasting all my luck before playoffs. Oh jeez, please no Pokemon, please no. Alright, but but with that, I flinch him, and I don't know if he had Earthquake. I'm gonna presume he did, but if he did have Earthquake and he got through everything, he would have killed Omen. That probably would have gone out to Bangton or like freaking Zebby or something. And yeah, it would have been a much different game. But we get the flinch, and that is huge because this thing is now dead. As you're gonna see, he's gonna sack it off. I'm like, oh my gosh, the Hex Gods are coming to me. And he goes out to Cupcakes, and I'm like, I don't really want to take a hit because this is like my way of beating Wheezing. So now I'm gonna go out to Yoko, as he does end up going for a Volt Switch. Oh my gosh, Yoko, eat it up. And he goes out into his Hitmontop, but I'm like, cool, I got the switching. What? I got the freaking switching. But he ends up doubling out to his Weezing. I'm like, cool. I got U-turn. I really do not mind. Bop, I hit him up with the U-turn. I'm like, cool, he might go for Willow, so I'm gonna switch out to Victini. And your boy's too nice. He goes for that, and now I'm gonna go for Zen Headbutt because it will hit everything for a decent chunk, and it hits it for 97%. Oh my gosh! As he ends up going for Pain Split, I'm like, cool. I'm completely fine with this. I'm just going to click it again. As he does end up going out to his Latias, and I hit him. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a crit. That did a lot of damage. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, I don't really think that crit mattered all that much. If anything, it helped him because it didn't let him... It made him want to go for Roost more, which means this thing got a higher amount of HP, so it was not as good for me. So I'm like, cool, I'm just going to switch out to Aggron. If he drops a Draco on Aggron, then I eat it really well. And if he goes for Psyshock, I can eat it too, because I have Aromatisse, so I doubt he'd drop something. So yeah, I'm going to go out to it, and he's going to bust out the Recover. Yeah, and I'm like, alright, recover, I see you. And I'm going to Mega Evolve in T-Wave because he really doesn't have an immunity. And he goes for Reflect type, which makes him a Steel type. But I'm like, okay. Alright, I have Victini with freaking V-Create, so I'm all good. I go for Thunder Wave, and we paralyze Bianca. And I'm like, cool, I'm going to set up my free rocks. As he goes for Shadow Ball, and that does very little. So I'm going to set up my free rocks, that'll be nice. And now I'm just going to go out to Yoko, because I'm like, he has Reflect type, Recover, and Shadow Ball. Is the last move Psychic? Because if it is, I can just switch around and be fine. But he ends up switching, so I'm like, huh, that's probably not Psyshock, and I can just Seismic Toss the incoming Hitmontop. But we do some nice damage, and it reveals leftovers. I'm like, cool, I have the switch, I have the undoubted switching, which is Bangted. Stone Edge will do nothing. Close combat literally does nothing. And I'm gonna fire off a Brave Bird because, you know, it's just so good. And he gets hit by the rocks, and I Brave Bird, and it crits. And I'm like, ooh, doesn't matter because 2 Brave Birds would have killed. And now he goes out to Cupcakes, and I'm like, cool, I have the perfect switching. I just have the perfect freaking switching. Yoko God form. It's just, Yoko's too good. And I'm gonna bust out the Seismic Toss as he busts out the Nature's Madness. I'm like, huh, okay. Now, I thought he might switch or Volt Switch, but I'm like, you know what, I don't need the softball. I'm just gonna go for Seismic Toss. I want the damage. And it goes for Thunderbolt, and that does absolutely nothing. And we kill Cupcakes with Seismic Toss. And now, it's looking very good for your boy. So he goes out to Bianca. I'm like, cool, I'm just going to recover up on this thing. But he ends up forfeiting. Now, you might be thinking, oh, he was, you know, behind, then he should just forfeit. No. Pokemon is a stupid freaking game. Let's say he had T-Wave Latias. You know, let's just think he had T-Wave Latias. He could have won. Game is so stupid that he could have won if he had T-Wave Latias. I don't know what his last move was, but if it was T-Wave, he could have won. But yeah, he also shouldn't have done that because it's not good for his differential. Because if he like killed one more thing, even if he had to play it out for like 20 more turns, a 5-0 would have been much better than just a 6-0 right out, because that's what it will become. And yeah, I can't factor in the kills for Yoko or anybody, but because he forfeited, and I don't know how the match would have gone, unlike the one against Marco. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna get up out. Thank you for watching, and yeah, Vsauce, I'm out.